Welcome back to Hobby Jogger Elite. This is episode 5 of our 5K training series leading up to a June 17th 5K, attempting to PB at the 5K distance for the third time in 2023. It is the Monday of the second to last week of our 5K training, which means the taper is pretty much on. All the hard workouts are sort of behind us, and from here we're just kind of trying to keep some speed in our legs with some smaller types of workouts. This week's workout will still include, some volume, but it will definitely decrease as we approach the race date. So not only is the taper on, but also the very frequent neurotic forecast checks are on, because we are less than 2 weeks from the day of the race, and it is looking like, when it comes to things heating up for this early June summer, it is pretty much like peaking on the day of the race. It's looking like it's going to be in the mid to high 80-degree range, somewhere between 85 and 88 degrees. This isn't exactly an early morning start. I think the race gets started at 9 or 9:30, so well into the morning. The sun will be out and shining. I'm just hoping it doesn't get to be too scorching out there, but either way, that's kind of what I get for signing up for a race in June, and I kind of expected it to be very hot, so we're gonna pretty much deal with whatever comes. But
it is nice and cool out. As per usual, we are on our morning easy run on this Monday. Got a busy day, plenty on the agenda ahead of us, so we're getting it done nice and early, which makes me think maybe I should be waiting until the afternoon for some of these runs, as no doubt a hotter race day approaches here in less than 2 weeks, but it's nothing like a nice early morning run. Don't know if I'll be able to strip that habit away from my daily routine. Might be useful to get some hotter runs in the system before Saturday, June 17th rolls around. But either way, plan is about 8 miles for today. Gonna throw in some strides at the end. I also think I might be at the point where I'm tired of the long hair, even though it's, still a little cool this morning. During the days, some of these hotter, more humid runs, anytime I start to notice my hair starts to gather up all the sweat, I'm done with it. So that will likely get chopped off today. Fun fact, I've been cutting my own hair since 2017, the sophomore year of my undergrad, my college years. So we're just gonna do that ourselves later.
good morning. Or maybe it isn't a good morning. Yes, my hair is short, but the earth is on fire. Not to be dramatic or anything. These wildfires from Canada, all those being very heavily influenced and affected, my thoughts are with you, and it's definitely leading to some ramifications in the northeast portion of America right now. If you keep up with the news, if you're, in New York City even, you definitely recognize the ridiculous amounts of smog and smoke in the air, especially on Tuesday night. And here we are on Wednesday morning in my little town in Pennsylvania. It is visibly hazy prior to 6 a.m. and the air quality index, a higher number than I've ever seen in my life before. Today's goal was to do sort of my last race pace, sort of quality, bigger reps. I was planning to do 6 or 7 by a K, but really not interested in doing so when all the health risks, the alerts are very much so foreboding when it comes to strenuous exercise and these types of conditions. So we're instead just gonna go do a tempo run on the treadmill, hopefully try to get in some race pace work this weekend, maybe in the middle of my long run. Hopefully the air quality is improved by then. But yeah, we're keeping things indoors today because simply not worth the risk. So for context, I'm sure you already saw the graphic, but the air quality in my area was almost 180 when I woke up this morning. It has now come down to 63. You can see here that it is okay. It is good to run outside. So hopefully that is truly the case. I think I'm gonna go ahead, risk it for the biscuit, and we will try to run outside.
2 miles, 4 strides, 1 trip to the porta potty later, and I think we're ready to get going here. I wouldn't say things look positively utopian out here, but definitely manageable. If the health experts are saying it's good to run in, not necessarily good, but you're okay to run in, then I'm gonna go ahead and run in it. Felt fine during my warm-up, breathing was fine. Got 7 by a K for this workout. If I don't feel great, if things start to feel a little strange in terms of the air quality, breathing, I'm happy to cut it short and play things safe. But yeah, we're just gonna get it rolling. All right, K number 1, we're doing it. K number 1, 5:30 a mile. Felt all right. I think because I waited a little later into the morning, just feeling a little sluggish, a little depleted, but we'll see how things develop here. Took a gel right before started the rep, so hopefully caffeine and electrolytes kick in a little bit, but yeah, 1K down, 6 to go. We're gonna cut it short, 1 rep. The training plan had 5 by a K on it. I wanted to do a little extra, do 7 by a K. In the middle did 6 by a K, not because the pace dropped off too much. Here's the splits on the screen. You can see I was pretty firmly in the 520s for K repeats, which I've never done before. The 6th one was 5:33. My goal was to stay in the 520s. So as soon as I started to feel a little winded with like 5:30, 5:33 pace, that's gonna be where it ends. So not bad. 119% chorus running performance. It's a new career high, so loving that. Gonna cool down 2 miles and call it a day. So started not looking too great, but I would call that a success in the end.
Well, when you look out the window in the morning and that's the color of the sun, it's not the most encouraging.
It is Friday morning. Finally, breathable air. What a luxury. What a privilege to be able to come back outside. You gotta love it. Can't take it for granted. Just going for an easy run today. Weather's beautiful. Hopefully this carries over and we're not in a state of Mad Max mixed with Blade Runner over the next couple days, because boy did I miss just going outside. Back from the excellent adventure, running outdoors again. So sweet. You take things for granted and it feels so good to get back out there. 7 miles and change through, I think 5 strides in there at the end. Felt good to be out there again and just kind of looking at the channel. We are, at the time of recording, well over 200 subs now, approaching 250. Have gotten a lot of support not only on this 5K training episodic series from week to week, but just on videos in general. So whether you are brand new and watching this, or you've been around since we were at 10, 20, 30 subscribers, just want to say thank you for continuing to watch, continuing to interact in the comments, whatever it might be. I really appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll catch up for the next run. Good morning, happy Saturday, back on the roads for final run of the week. Hitting a longish run here to close out, I guess, the first taper week of the 5K, doing very gradual taper here for this back into last week here. Probably won't run tomorrow. If I do, it'll be short and easy. So I'll throw up whatever I did today if I do anything tomorrow in the sort of final weekly mileage for the second to last week here. Taper has gone well. Definitely feeling fresh, feeling good. Finally a healthy air quality today, so that's always good news. Looks like the temperature estimates, the forecast for race day next week has slightly dropped. So cooler temperatures are always welcome for race day, especially towards the middle of June. Yeah, stay tuned for next week's episode. Gonna cover the final taper week, race week, the lead up. Gonna talk about what shoe I plan on running in, as well as some other things related to the race. So see you next time. Peace.